I've had a cowboy in Crazy Wisdom drinking tea and reading a book about Buddhism. And he was like, "You've never seen this before." And I was like, "No, I've never seen it, but you know, I'm not into stereotypes. So I think it's totally awesome that you're here, and welcome. I'm glad you're here and enjoying your tea."
We're a little pocket of calm in the midst of a really eccentric city.
I'm a tea believer, and tea is good for you. And so that's the reason why I opened this cafe.
Ann Arbor is just such a diverse city, and you get people from all over the world, and therefore I thought tea would be a nice addition to that.
We've almost universally had positive response from folks, you know, that we market to locally here in Ann Arbor, but also across the country.
The most interesting thing is that tea is being able to welcome all sorts of people without being judgmental or putting them into a marketing stereotype. We try to provide, you know, lots of books with answers or a guided path that you can try to follow in search of those answers that you may have questions. As far as tea goes, the same kind of people that are looking for those answers in our bookstore are the same people that come upstairs to the tea rooms.
Our customers are thinking about their health and looking for something good for their body and so forth.
We are, I think, fortunate in the tea industry that tea drinkers often find themselves at the intersection of health consciousness, environmentally conscious, as well as socially conscious. And so in deciding to have a company that deals in tea with a very environmentally and socially conscious nature or slant to it, the intersection of all those things is well received.
Yeah, water is very important because that changes tea taste. Even though you have a very expensive tea, $100 per pound tea, if water is no good, tea doesn't taste good. We want to drink teas like a vegetable, have to be fresh. You know, that's most important. If you actually drink old teas, you don't have any aroma, you know, then you don't smell anything. So important thing is have to be fresh. I think you have to consume within 1 year from the package to date, and keep it in a very closed and away from moisture.
We get a lot of just thank you. Finally, I think it's probably our biggest, the biggest thing that we hear, and it's amazing. Everyone who works here is very well educated in tea, very knowledgeable. We also have a professional tea sommelier who comes up and does tea tastings. I think tea is just as complex, if not more complex, than wine, and I think everyone goes to a wine tasting and thinks nothing of it.
Often people are interested in simply a survey of the major categories of tea just for comparative purposes. That's sort of the most basic level, but we also, it's sort of exciting to us when somebody's interested in digging a little deeper and maybe doing a comparative tasting of maybe different Japanese green teas, or maybe a tasting of black teas from India to black teas from China, or something like that.
The more I learn about tea, the more each one becomes interesting, even if it's a tea I've had in my life forever.